Today, there's a growing conversation around the ethics of eating octopus, and it's raising some serious questions about how we view these fascinating creatures. For a long time, octopus has been a staple in various cuisines, especially in Mediterranean and Asian cultures. But as we learn more about them, many people are starting to reconsider whether it's right to eat them at all. Octopuses are incredibly intelligent. They've been shown to solve puzzles, use tools, and even escape from enclosures. We're talking about an animal with a highly developed nervous system, capable of complex problem solving and showing signs of memory. And they don't just act on instinct. They appear to have individual personalities, and they even experience emotions in ways that suggest a form of consciousness. For a lot of people, knowing this changes how they feel about octopus being on the menu. If we consider intelligence as part of the equation when it comes to what we eat, the question is, should we be eating something that's capable of such complex thought? And it's not just about intelligence. There's evidence suggesting that octopuses can feel pain. Not just physical pain, but the kind of pain that is linked to emotional stress. This has led to debates about the methods used to catch and kill them. In some places, octopuses are boiled alive, a practice that's increasingly seen as cruel, especially given what we now know about their capacity to suffer. So when you think about their ability to experience pain in a way similar to more familiar animals like pigs or dogs, the ethical question becomes a lot more pressing. But there's another layer to this debate, and that's the environmental side of things. Octopus fishing has become a growing industry, especially as global demand has risen. But overfishing has led to a decline in octopus populations in some parts of the world, which raises concerns about sustainability. In some areas, they play a crucial role in marine ecosystems, acting as predators and keeping the balance of species in check. When we remove large numbers of them from the ocean, we disrupt that balance, which can have serious consequences for the wider ecosystem. So it's not just about the octopuses themselves, but the health of the ocean as a whole. Some people are looking at octopus farming as a potential solution to overfishing, but that idea has its own set of problems. Octopuses are solitary and intelligent creatures, which means keeping them in captivity is extremely difficult and often cruel. They get stressed in confined spaces, and unlike other farmed animals, they don't adapt well to those conditions. Plus, farming octopus can actually create more environmental problems. It takes a lot of fish to feed a farmed octopus, so it's not as sustainable as it might seem at first glance. In fact, it could end up making things worse by increasing the demand for other marine species used for feed. But we can't overlook the cultural aspect of this issue. In many places, octopus has been eaten for centuries, and it's a significant part of local economies. Fishermen in Mediterranean and Asian countries rely on the octopus trade to support their livelihoods. So when we talk about reducing or eliminating octopus consumption, it's important to acknowledge how that might affect these communities. It's a delicate balance between protecting the species and considering the human cost. For those who are concerned about the ethical and environmental implications, but still want to eat seafood, there are ways to make more responsible choices. Sustainable fishing practices are one option. By supporting fisheries that use methods to reduce bycatch and protect marine ecosystems, consumers can help reduce the negative impact. There are also plant-based alternatives for those looking to avoid eating animals altogether, and these are becoming more widely available. Then, there's the legal side of things. In many countries, animal welfare laws don't extend to marine invertebrates like octopuses, despite the evidence that they can feel pain and have complex emotional lives. Advocates are pushing for legislative changes that would provide protections similar to those offered to mammals and other animals, which could lead to better treatment of octopuses and other sentient marine creatures. This is a multifaceted issue. It's not just about whether or not we should be eating octopus, but about how we, as a society, treat animals that show intelligence and emotions. There's also the broader question of sustainability and how our food choices impact the environment. Whether people decide to stop eating octopus entirely or push for more ethical and sustainable practices, it's clear that the conversation is growing. And with more awareness comes the potential for change, both in how we treat octopuses and how we approach food ethics as a whole.